and it sets off a huge battle and etc. I'm not going to that. I can see that camera. He's also smiling. What I'm trying to say is that social media executives, bloggers, content managers, it's all open out there. Uh, the newspaper price, it can't get lower than this. The newspaper is surviving on advertisements. The number of the newsprint price is going up by the day. Ads, we have a limited number of ads on the paper. It's just a matter of time when the business might become unviable. We can't run it anymore. So everything will shift online. Everything has already shifted online. I'm talking about the revenue. People are still preferring a print ad or a hoarding instead of an internet ad. So we have shifted there. We are all there. I mean, it's a very. How many of you have read the newspaper today? Only all the older guys like all of us. We have my dad. You don't read newspapers. You check Twitter, and if you are supposed to, and you only check the news that you want to read. If you are a Chelsea fan, you will only read a Chelsea news, and only go check Man U if they are having a match. Before coming here, I was getting all the calls. Something is happening. Delhi is changing. I said we all knew that. Come on. So everybody's congratulating. So the thing is that you all check Twitter. You are all reading the news that you want to. None of you read the papers. You are not interested in the newspaper at all. And if you really, if you are bad in maths, if you are not looking, you don't want to be a physicist or an economist like my brother, you like to offend people, you can write a little bit, you can tweet, you are responsible. If you're handling a company's account, you're responsible, and you want to stay in this, and you want to be a little, you want immediate reaction from people sharing, people retweeting you, then this is the right time to step into the online world. It will give you immense satisfaction, and it will give you good money, more than a manager from IIM maybe. People are taking my photo. It makes me so nervous. Anyway, yes, I have been talking too much. I guess I have just. I have time for. Yeah, he said. She said you have time. Then she said for questions, which means yeah. Ask me. No questions. Yes. I will answer all the money questions now. From the time I stepped in, how much you can earn, how much can YouTube pay you, how much money you will get. Look at me. Do you think I earn money? No, I don't earn money. A journalist is not supposed to earn money. It's ideal. YouTube only pays you if you start monetizing your video. The video that you put up. If you steal somebody else's video, you'll have a strike. If you get 3 strikes, your channel is down. And after you get a required number of views, YouTube will start putting ads and will put some money in your account. That's very less, which means you really need to earn a substantial amount, you have to get millions of views. Otherwise, the money is less. Like Google AdSense, it doesn't pay you so much that you can make a life out of it. But the best part about putting up videos and etc. is that you earn for life. So the videos keep getting hits and you keep earning. So that is, you have to look at a long-term plan. It's not instant. Nothing online is instant. You earn over time. You become famous over time. People notice you over time. So, and if you're thinking about quick money, you need to rob a bank. You cannot be on YouTube. Yes. Money questions? I'm game. Yes.
How are you ever satisfied with the words that you use when you write?
Baapre, that was like a heavy, deep. Huh? Am I ever satisfied with the words that I write? Online it's a very difficult world. So if Arvind Kejriwal is winning, and if I start getting satisfied with what I'm writing, I will finish the article in the afternoon. Well, Arvind will perhaps win in the evening, in the morning. By the time you finish writing and it's up on the internet, people will say, "Pagal hai kya? Internet nahi dekhta hai." So it's not about word. It's not about how many words you have in your vocabulary. It's about how quick you write, how accurately you write, and how fast you put it up. It's the satisfaction is not from, you are not writing a poem, right? Online is something different. So if you're dealing with online content management, it's not about how good you write, it's about how fast and how correctly you write. It's a different world. Yes. Yes,
I have a question. What proportion of what you put out there is original, and how much is recycled?
Ah, you seem to be a, yes. You really can't switch off the camera, right? In the class we generally switch the, if the camera is not there, I know every part of it is recorded, so I will not take any company's name. Haha. So what we do is that, I told you, like, the money has not shifted to the internet. So we have all these new people from right from college who can write well, who are like sitting there like a tiger or a or a leopard on the internet. कुछ भी दिख गया तो फटक से पकड़ लेता है और लेती है. And then what they do is Control C, Control V, and rewrite. So what we do is, there is very less original content. We have more than 3.5 lakh websites in the country. Very less original content. So Google ranks pages only when you have original content. Google has changed its algorithm. So अभी क्या है, कट कॉपी पेस्ट करोगे तो पहली बात गूगल तो नीचे डाल देगा, एंड इफ यू कैन हाइड अ डेड बॉडी इन पेज नंबर 2 ऑफ गूगल सर्च, nobody checks. So what most internet companies do, we take the news. If it is not a problem for bigger companies like TY, which has the reporters on the ground, but in most other cases, and we take the news, we rewrite it, and we put it up. So it's not about original content. If you have original content, it really pays. Right now, that's why we have so many bloggers. I am a blogger because if we write an original content, apart from the fact that people outrage against you and you can be in trouble for writing whatever you are if you write straight away news, people and Google really rewards you for original content. So most websites, they take a content, rewrite it to make it seem like original. That's why when you search, you see similar pages everywhere. We can't do a copy paste because it's plagiarism. So what we do is, a report said that this happened, so whatever, and we add. So we have so many websites right out there which take an original content, spin it around, and it's also another fact that most people who come into work with us, they're saying, if I tell them कि वहाँ पे एक accident हो गया है, चले जाओ, जा रहा हूँ ना सर, पानी पी लेता हूँ, so they will have water. अभी जाओ, अरे जा रहा हूँ सर, गाड़ी. I said okay, गाड़ी आने में लेट लगी, चले जाओ. सर आज डेस्क पे बैठा दूँ ना. What has happened, I've seen in most young people, is that they don't want to go to the ground. An AC office, a computer, Control C, Control V, and if I ask them to write, they have more flair. They like doing that job. So we have, most people like sitting on the desk and working. Most people don't want to prefer going out. So, that is the reason why we don't have people who report from the ground. We have more number of people sitting in an air conditioned office than the number of people who are on the ground. So that is the reason why you have so many cut, copy, pasted content. And we also have to gain numbers. So that is also a reason why we have to produce, say, one news every 3 minutes. उतना नहीं होता है, उतना news generate नहीं होता है. So unless you take it from other sources, rewrite it, you will not be able to meet that demand of consumption. So for example, these youngsters, they don't want to read about, if I tell them ki, for example, a young boy who has struggled so much and is still struggling from a slum to at a stage, but I will tell them Ranbir Kapoor has got engaged. Just like that, one headline, 2 words, that will get 2 lakh views, and that story will probably get 1000 views. So if something of that comes out, everybody tries to latch on to that news and get the numbers. The more numbers the more views, and the more hits you get on the site, the more money you earn. So that's the reason. Yes. Oh,
I'm just going to make this the last question. So,
Yeah.
What if the facts that you have generated, like a ma'am said, the recycled facts that are wrong? So what happens then?
if you get a fact wrong. Oh, that's very interesting. There are several things that you can get wrong. If you can get a fact wrong, then your newspaper or your media house, they get a legal notice. It can be defamation, it can be libel, it can be misrepresentation of facts. Your company will be hauled to the court. It happens. And
Online media, how does it work? You have to take it out immediately.
if it is factually wrong, we have to take the page down immediately. And if you are a blogger and if you are not responsible, then there are so many bloggers who are currently being sued in the court. I was lucky that I got out, but there was a case against me also. And there was a defamation case that I faced that amounted to 1,000 crores. So, even if I sell myself twice over, thrice over, I will not be able to meet that demand. Thankfully, the facts were right. So, it didn't go, whatever it was. But yes, you will have to be responsible. When you are, online is fast, online is quick, and that is the reason why you can make so many mistakes. But online is also a place where you get the maximum satisfaction. One of the satisfactions will be to take in all the galis that people will give you. Online you do get a lot of abuses, but after a point you start enjoying them. You become a sadist and you start enjoying them. But this is a career that will give you a lot of satisfaction at the end of the day, and I'm not trying to sell it because it's not for everybody. But one thing I want to make clear, because I guess everybody is asking me for how much money you can earn. You can really earn a lot. Yes. A starting level salary for any media house is a 25,000 take home. You can expect to earn 30% improvement every year. 6-7 years down the line, you can expect 4-5 lakh per month, which is not bad, which is more than most other professions. If that motivates you, yes, there is a lot of money. But it all depends on how good you are. And what, and if you are really, it's my personal experience that if you give yourself too many options, you end up taking none. So if you're really pursuing a career and you like it, pursue it like there is no option B. There is no plan B. Only then you will succeed. Okay, thank you so much.
thank you so much, Soumya.